Last season, we lost. Can't remember the last time you
Coming, keep it going. Hold them up. Big offside.
Oh, yes. No, you don't. Why?
You don't even see that! Off the second! Get to the ball!
Come on!
John, bearing in mind we played the second half with 10 men, are you happy with the draw today?
Yeah, I think before the game, you're obviously looking to win 3 points and try and make up some ground on Bo'ness, who are having a really, really good season under Stuart. But the way the game panned out, I think with Alex's sending off so early in the second half, you'd have taken a point. But it's a funny one, I think with 10 men, we probably created more chances than they did, and probably could have scored 2 or 3 on the counter-attack. But there's no doubt once you go to 10 men against a very good side who are playing really well and have a really effective style, you've got to be happy enough with the point on the day, I think.
You played for Bo'ness United, so you know what these games are about. Did you expect it to be as feisty this afternoon?
Yeah, 100%. We said to the guys before the game, you need to play the the match and not the occasion. But at the same time, it's important to enjoy the occasion and make sure that, although we want to try and play a normal game, there's no doubt about it, as soon as you say the word derby, you know, intensity rises 5 or 10%. The crowd are typically more involved than they normally are. There was a big crowd today as well, you know, and a partisan home support. I think young Gallagher Lennon got a few jigs, but I thought he was outstanding. Best player in the park by a distance for me was young Gal. I thought he was so good in possession, so good out of possession, and did so well against a 6'4" and a 6'5" and a 6'2" striker. So I thought the kid just strolled it for me. But no, you know, when it is the derby, and it's a great derby, it's a fabulous game. The first 10, 15, 20 minutes is always pretty crazy. You know, it's 100 miles an hour and there's first balls, second balls, 50-50s, and I thought we stood up to that fairly well. But as I say, Bo'ness are very good at what they do. You know, they're a direct team. They play off second balls. They try and get you turned. They've got a target man who was Russell McLean to start with, who's a League One player, and you could see that. You know, his physicality is good and athleticism is good, and the way he reads the game is good, and he can bring other players into the game. But I thought we dealt with him very, very well. And then when Porteous and DL came up front, again I thought we dealt with them very well. So it's a derby game. It's blood, sweat and snotters, but ultimately, as I say, a good point at the end of the day.
You mentioned there about playing our normal game. We're obviously back at Prestonfield on Saturday to face the same side. Do you approach things differently after today?
We don't approach things differently, but I mean, the surface here, it looks very, very good, but it wasn't, to be frank, you know, and obviously I think there's been a bit of frost, and typically what would have been a really good through ball just seemed to skip away or fade away or roll out the park, that would normally set a Callum Ray or a Callum Hambrook or a Alan Snedden through on goal. So there was 3 or 4 times in the first half. And I think initially you thought it was poor execution. It wasn't. It was just the pitch just seemed to run away just with the surface, you know. Because even now it's still very slippy to walk on. So the players did well, and as I say, it was quite a visceral game. You know, it was a physical game, but both teams gave what they got. And as I say, a result's a good result at the end of the day. A draw is a good result at the end of the day, and we'll certainly take them back to Prestonfield and look to put our style of play into the game and see if we can get a positive result.
John, thanks very much.
Okay, thank you.